For 30 years now, MySQL has basically been part of the internet's DNA. Just this quiet giant humming away, powering, well, pretty much everything. And the only reason it's still here? One simple word: adaptation. But looking ahead, the question's getting a little more complex. It's not if it can adapt anymore, it's how. I mean, if you look back at the history of databases, MySQL's story is it's a classic. Back in '95, it was the new kid on the block, the open source disruptor shaking things up. Fast forward to today, and it's not just a player, it's the standard. So looking at 2025 and beyond, you gotta wonder, right? What's the next big wave gonna be? So what's the secret sauce here? How has it lasted so long? It's not some magic feature, that's for sure. It's something deeper. This relentless drive to just adapt to new tech, new demands, new ways of building things. And that's the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. Okay, so how does this adaptation thing actually work today, in the real world? Well, the answer comes down to Oracle's strategy for moving MySQL forward. They've got this really interesting dual release model they call the Innovation Release Engine. And what this does is give you a choice, and it's a really important one. On one hand, you've got your long-term support releases, the LTS versions. Think of these as your rock-solid, super stable foundation for those mission-critical apps you just can't afford to have go down. But then, on the other hand, you've got the innovation releases. This is where you get the cool new stuff, the cutting-edge features, delivered fast. It's the best of both worlds, really. Stability when you need it, and speed when you want it. And listen, this isn't just some theory on a slide. We're seeing it happen right now. With the MySQL 9.x innovation releases, they're already rolling out some really tangible improvements. Like, we're talking about much finer control over spatial and geospatial data, which is a huge deal for anyone doing analytics. Security is getting a massive upgrade with stronger authentication. And the best part, it's all delivered continuously, so the platform is just constantly getting better. All right, so where is all this heading? What's the next big stop on this journey? It's heading straight for the world of AI. Seriously, the next chapter for MySQL isn't just about small tweaks and improvements. We're talking about a fundamental shift, redefining what a database can even do. A huge piece of this puzzle is something called vector search. Now, forget everything you know about searching for exact keywords. With vector search, you can search by meaning, by context. This is the magic behind things like image recognition or finding documents that are conceptually similar, not just textually identical. This one feature alone blows the doors wide open for MySQL, pushing it into completely new territory. And AI isn't just for fancy new features. It's also going to make everything faster. Think about it like this. A developer writes a totally normal query. But under the hood, an AI engine is looking at that query, analyzing it, and figuring out the absolute fastest, most efficient way to get the data. And the best part for developers, your apps just get faster. You don't have to change a single line of code. It just works. And there's another massive shift happening here, this idea of handling hybrid workloads. Traditionally, you needed two separate systems, right? One database for your day-to-day transactions, like processing an online order, that's OLTP, and then a totally different system for your heavy-duty analytics, like your quarterly sales reports, that's OLAP. Well, MySQL is evolving to handle both in a single system. That is a real game changer for modern apps. So, all this cool innovation, where is it going to make the biggest splash? The answer couldn't be clearer. It's all about the cloud. The future of MySQL is being written in cloud-native environments. That's the main stage. Yeah, and this chart really tells the whole story, doesn't it? I mean, on-premise installations are still around, they're still important, but look at that growth in cloud-native deployments. That's where the action is. It's the dominant way MySQL is being used today, and it's where the future is heading. We're talking about a completely different scale. And it's not even just MySQL by itself. You've got all the major cloud players, Amazon, Google, Microsoft. They're all taking MySQL and building incredible things on top of it. You've got Amazon Aurora, Google Cloud Alloy DB, Azure Database for MySQL. All of them are adding these powerful new capabilities like serverless scaling and managed compliance. They're basically supercharging MySQL for the cloud. Okay, so let's bring this all back home. We're kind of coming full circle now, right back to that one core idea that has been the common thread through this whole story. And this quote just hits the nail on the head, right? Longevity in databases comes from adaptation. It's not about staying the same, it's about constantly evolving. And for 30 years, MySQL has been the master of this. And based on everything we've just seen, it is not slowing down one bit. So, if you're going to remember just a few things from all this, what should they be? First, that this dual release model is brilliant. It gives you speed and stability. Second, AI and vector search are about to completely change the game, redefining what we can even ask our databases to do. And third, the cloud is where this all scales up globally. But really, all of these points come back to that one central idea: adaptation. That has always been the secret, and it's the key to the next 30 years. I mean, when you step back and look at it, it's an incredible journey. From a pretty straightforward database for the early web to a future powerhouse for AI and analytics. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? After solving all these massive challenges, what's the next big, crazy, unforeseen thing that MySQL is going to adapt to?